appetizers. Appetizers? Well, it's not really my area of expertise, but you gotta do what you gotta do for whatever you need to do. So, what appetizer am I gonna start with today? I don't know. It's advertised as this potato mash puff thing that melts in your mouth. However, I don't think that's what happened here. I didn't have enough stuff, but you guys can go see for yourself. What is this? Potatoes. Well, I'm gonna stop myself right here because you wouldn't really understand, but basically I'm just showing you the potatoes. Originally, there was only 2 potatoes, and the recipe told me for 3, because, 2 eggs, an egg yolk, and a single egg. I realized the hard way that it's too much eggs for just 2 potatoes, So what I'm doing now is I'm just basically peeling the potatoes. Of course I washed them. You washed them thoroughly for some reason. I mean, I wouldn't really advise washing them thoroughly if you're gonna not keep the peel anyway. But if you're gonna keep the peel, wash the potatoes, get rid of as much dirt you can.
You're gonna want to cut them into like 2-inch. The chopping board is moving. 2-inch. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna cut it into quarter cubes. You're all gonna mash it anyway, so who cares if it's not a quarter-inch stuff.
So what I started to do was essentially just wash these again and put them in a bowl when I should be putting them in some sort of pot. So I put them in a pot, waited for it to boil. Don't mind me adding it into a bowl. I'm just washing it again so that, it's a little bit cleaner, and putting it in water so it doesn't turn gray. That's what I forgot. So after that, you're gonna want to take out a pot or something, and then just heat it, I guess, until it turns soft.
So what I've done is basically just mash the potatoes, add some cheese, add some bacon, add whatever you feel like would be nice. I haven't really added bacon because bacon is expensive and I can't find it anywhere. It's pretty hard to find right now. But, if bacon is available or ham, that would be nice. Next thing you really want to do is break an egg. That's a messy spoon. I'm really sorry about that. Break an egg. Alright. And then over here, I've done 2 bowls for no absolute reason, but...
So this is where I started to realize that adding another bowl was redundant. It was redundant, and I could have just done it inside the same bowl. But I decided I would put more work for some reason. Redundant work. Okay? So yeah, add an egg, and a single egg yolk into your mashed potatoes, and then add some bacon, add some cheese, just to make it have a body of some sort, okay? After that, you're just gonna wanna try and cook it. There are 2 ways said in the very recipe and some videos I've watched, and it said that I can either bake it or deep fry it. So what I did was I baked it first, and it didn't really go as planned. So I tried to bake it in a toaster oven because I didn't really have, your conventional oven. Those big ovens you can preheat and such. Yeah, I didn't have that. It ended up burning up top, but oddly enough, it tasted like bread. It was potato bread for some reason. But I guess it can be a substitute for something. Then I tried deep frying it, which I didn't really get much of. I just had this weird little. Basically, the texture of the mashed potato is like breading. So it's very disappointing when you deep fry it. And it turns up like this. Yeah, don't do it. I was losing hope that I would ever make some sort of appetizer. But then I guess the only effective way of cooking it is like in toasting it in an oven. And you know what? It conforms to a specific shape. It's like a cookie. The shape is kind of more of a bread type shape. Those little bread, more like pan de salad type shapes. Yeah, that. Because when I tried to do it in a flat way, it wasn't as appetizing as it was. And maybe it's a little bit undercooked. So that's why. But I was really tired and I couldn't really do anything else. So what did I learn from this experience? I learned that egg and potato kind of make bread. It could be like a good substitute for canapes if you only somehow have potato and eggs. I don't know how you didn't get flour, or like baking soda, and you somehow just got potatoes, but I think it's much more plausible now that I'm actually saying it to a mic, because there's so much ingredients in bread to make it so fluffy and nice. So yeah, good night.